All right. Let's pick it up here at verse 3. All right. And I sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come. Now, again, see, let's read the NLT version. When the banquet was ready, right? And by the way, the banquet, when you're sitting at the table with the Lord, is feast, right? The marriage, the supper of the Lamb, okay? The feast, what's on the table, what we're talking about, again, it's an allegory, all right? Symbolism, it's a metaphor for this truth, wisdom, knowledge, understanding of these scriptures, okay? So when the banquet was ready, he sent his servants to notify those who were invited. That's what it means to be called, to be invited. But they all refused to come. You see that? Do you understand? Now, let me give you some understanding about that. What comes to mind is the precept in Isaiah. So give me a minute. This is Isaiah 30, all right? In the first verse, woe, which means destruction to the rebellious children, which is talking about the 2/3 among you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? The descendants of Jacob, all right? Saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me. So they don't have any covering, okay? Do you understand that? And that's why a sword is being sharpened, being furbished, as you read in Ezekiel, the 28th chapter, okay? I believe it's the 28th chapter, or is it the 21st chapter? All right. But, see, they take counsel, but not of me, all right? That covereth with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. They walk to go down into Egypt. That means you're trusting in the Pharaoh. The modern day Pharaoh is talking about who your president is here in America, Babylon the Great, all right, which is spiritually known as Sodom, as in Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritually Egypt, all right, as the house of bondage for Israelites, all right? See, they have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So they trust in their oppressors rather than in their power. Yahweh Bachem Yahweh Shai. All right? So therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. All right? Because the Lord's going to destroy him in this place. And that's all prophesied right here in the scriptures. All right? By thermonuclear fire plus the concentrated layers of fire of the chariot. All right? See? So that should be your shame and the trust in the shadow of your Egypt, your confusion. There you go. Give me a minute. There's further understanding, all right? Showing you that they have no covering, they won't hearken unto the word. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because he despises word. Remember, anybody who despises this word, you're a scoffer, you want to come against it, and that's mostly our own people coming against the word. You shall be destroyed, Proverbs 13:13, all right? Because he despised this word and trusts in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, right? You stay on Esau. You rather believe in man than believe in your power, the scriptures, all right? You won't return. Only a remnant's going to return back unto the Lord, all right? And that's a small number of 1/3. Therefore, this iniquity meaning sin, shall be as unto you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant, right? Because when the Lord returns, every eye shall see him, but that day or time nobody knows, okay? So that's what it means when he shall come as a thief in the night, meaning unawares, okay? Do you understand? Unawares to his enemies, all right? The tabernacles of Edom, the other nations, because he's going to show up in the midst of World War III, all right? Nobody knows when, okay? But that's also unto you 2/3. Give me a minute. All right, we'll jump down to verse 5, all right? So And we'll stay in the NLT version here, all right, reading that. But the guests he had invited, right, onto the marriage that he had called, right, ignored them, right? They ignored the invitation, okay? Again, many are called, few chosen, right? They ignored it and went their own way. You see that? You understand that? All right? They wouldn't hearken onto the word, right? And again, our job, as it says in Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, young man, take this roll and eat it and go out and teach unto the house of Israel and unto all nations. Okay? We were sanctified and ordained to be a prophet unto all nations, starting with our elders on down. And that's whether they hear or forbear. All right? That's the job. All right? So they went on their own way, one to his farm, another to his business. Others seized his messengers and insulted them and killed them. Right. And, well, you know, we know that the insults are real. They come on the comment boards or out there street teaching. They come and they're coming to challenge the word. And what these people are lost. Again, when it tells you, when you read in Isaiah 60:2, and it tells you that gross darkness to people, that's meaning that the people, when you go into the word darkness, it means that they're ignorant. Okay? And what does it say in Proverbs 21:16? He that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead, meaning spiritually and mentally dead from the neck up. Do you understand? So if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. You see? Do you get it? All right? In whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them that believe not. That's 2 Corinthians 4:3 and 4. Okay? And the God of this world is Esau. You understand that? All right? All right, give me a minute here. All right, we'll end this here. We'll be right back with part 3. Shalom.